Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about pronombres relativos. We're going to focus on the uses of que, quien, and lo que. So, a relative pronoun introduces additional information that refers to a noun or pronoun in the main clause. So let's begin with the relative pronoun que. In English, this could mean that, which, who, and whom. First, it refers to people and objects. For example, te presento a mi primo que vive en Colombia. Even though mi primo is a person, we use the relative pronoun que to add that detail about him. In English, this is my cousin who lives in Colombia. In English, you use who. Another example, él nos puede contar historias sobre las tradiciones que se celebran en su familia. And again, we use que to refer to las tradiciones. He can tell us stories about the cultural traditions that he celebrates with his family. And in this case, in English, we would use that. So the relative pronoun que, it's never optional, unlike the word that in English. And also, it is the most commonly used relative pronoun in Spanish. For example, el chico que conociste ayer es el primo de Juan. So notice that I need to have the word que in order to add that extra piece of information. While in English, I can just simply say, the guy you met yesterday is Juan's cousin. So notice that I don't need to add a relative pronoun. So now let's take a look at the relative pronoun quien. In English, it only means who and whom. It only refers to people, and it's most commonly used after prepositions or when a clause is set off by commas. So let's take a look at the example. Te presento a mi primo, a quien considero como a un hermano. So notice that the a is the preposition, and in this case is equivalent to a personal a, and quien follows that preposition. In English, this is my cousin who is like a brother to me. So a second example, Juan, quien es el mejor estudiante de Menlo, es mi primo. So notice that I have set off the clause with the commas, so that's why I use quien. In English, Juan, who is the best student at Menlo, is my cousin. And the last relative pronoun for this video is lo que. So in English, it means what plus a verb and that which. In general, it's a neutral form and it refers to an idea or a previous event or situation. So let's take a look at an example. Lo que más añoro de mi familia es los momentos que pasábamos juntos jugando juegos de mesa. So notice that I have lo que and then the verb añorar, which is I añoro, and I'm referring to the time we spent playing together. What I miss the most about my family is the moments we spent or we used to spend playing board games. And notice that I use what plus I missed. En resumen, in summary, first, que is the equivalent of who, which, that, and whom in English. Is the most commonly used relative pronoun in Spanish. Second, quien only means who and whom, and it only refers to people. Also, it is used after a preposition. And third, lo que is the equivalent of what plus a verb. And that's it for today.